Hi, my name's Zach. Welcome to Cooking with Kindys. Today, we're going to be making Ragen's chocolate pie, and boy oh boy, is it a treat. Special thanks to Macy Hollenkamp on Twitter, at MHKemp, for recently sharing her 2017 Kindergarten Thanksgiving cookbook. Let's have a look at Ragen's recipe. To make Ragen's chocolate pie, we'll need 1 gallon of regular chocolate, check. A half gallon of flour, check. Half gallon of white icing, check. And cake on the bottom, check. Now that we've got all of our ingredients, let's begin. Step 1. Put the chocolate and the flour in a bowl and stir with a spoon. I've got my flour and I've got my chocolate. Let's get to it. Wow, wasn't that fun? Now we've got our chocolate and flour all mixed up and ready to spread onto our pie. You may have noticed, however, that half a gallon of flour is a bit more than you might be used to using when baking. So instead of just using 1 bowl to mix, you might want to go with 2, or as I've opted for, 3, depending on the size of your bowls. Now, let's move on to step 2. Pour it out of the bowl on the cake part. Flatten it all out with a spoon on the side you don't eat with. Fair enough. Wow, doesn't that just look terrific? It's really coming together. Let's move right on to step 3, shall we? Now you have to put it in the oven. It only needs to be half hot. Set the timer for 2 or 3 minutes. Now the half hot is something we'll need to talk about. There's no specific temperature, so you just have to do your best. What I'm going to do is, because a standard pie or cake would usually be put in at 180 degrees Celsius, I'm going to set it for 90 degrees, which is half. Let's go ahead then. Set my timer for 2 to 3 minutes, and go! Well, gee whiz, if that isn't the best thing I've smelt all week. Let's take it out of the oven, shall we? Oh boy, look at that! Well golly, I bet you're about as ready to get to step 4 as I am. But first, there's some house cleaning that needs doing. You may notice that not all the chocolate and flour mixture made it onto the pie. This is going to happen sometimes. We just need to get that cleaned up before we get to the icing. Ready? And great job! We're all cleaned up! Let's move on to step 4. Dip the icing on the pie with a spoon for decoration. Just one more step after this, and it's the best part. Let's get that icing on there. Now for the 5th and final step. Let's check it out. Put it on a plate, and now you can eat chocolate pie. I don't mind if I do. that's all we've got time for today. Thanks again to Macy for sharing these recipes, and thanks to Ragen for your recipe for chocolate pie. We'll see you next time.